it's Courtney, and I am so excited because I've got some really cool news to share with you. One of my podcasts that I watch is the Nitty Natty podcast, and I'm so excited. She just had her Advent knitting episode, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I haven't knit in a really long time, so I'd love to get back into this. And I looked at her pattern bundles on Ravelry to see the patterns that she thinks would be good for Advent knitting. And I found a pattern for a sweater that is gaugeless. You guys, I am so excited because my mind doesn't have the capacity for things that I actually need to check the gauge with when I'm knitting. I knit a few garments this year, and I'm gonna be honest, my garment was I think I did rip out one garment and start with fresh needles because as I'm doing these, I'm not gauge swatching. The garment itself is the gauge swatch. And that's kind of a stressful way to be. So I didn't want to do that. So glad I found a sweater pattern that doesn't require a gauge. It is the anything sweater, I think, or the whatever sweater. It's by Julie Knits in Paris. You can see I was just so excited that I don't think I even really remember the sweater's name. I'm super excited to get working on it, so let's go. So I'm here in my yarn corner. I thought it would be really fun if we picked out some yarn together. I'm looking at the doodle packs that I set aside this year when I was really into the doodles by Pacific Knit Co. And I know she has a sweater pattern out. I know that you can kind of finagle, for lack of a better word, some of her patterns to make them fingering weight friendly. Honestly, I'm this is fingering weight. That would be a lot of finagling for me to do, to finagle a sweater pattern to change it from DK to fingering. So because I'm not trying to make any more accessories this year, I'm thinking that this just might not be the best for that, for the doodles. And I'm kind of loving this for a sweater for myself. Okay, let me show you what's inside. This is from, unfortunately the lighting's not great in here right now, but this colorway is called, I think it's Sea Prize. I'd have to look it up in my Ravelry to be honest with you, and I'll let you know later in the video. But one thing I can tell you about this yarn is that I do remember ordering it from my favorite yarn dyer ever, Marina of Pineapple Yarn Co. And I ordered it from her in 2022. I can't believe I haven't used this yet, but you know, I'm so glad that it's here waiting for me. And you know, Marina is no longer dyeing yarn, so I'm glad that I still have this. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. This is a colorway that I dyed. It's probably the first colorway that I dyed myself with natural elements or things that you would find in the kitchen. And this one I dyed with blackberries. So this colorway is called Blackberries. Okay, there's 3 more colorways in here. This one is also one that I dyed. It's called Turmeric because I made it with turmeric. And this one is called Coffee because I made it with coffee. And this is not one that I dyed. It is Pistachio Cream from The Wandering Flock. And again, in 2022, this was a colorway I really had my eyes on because I was watching a lot of Aro Knits and Pearls at the time, and she is a big supporter of The Wandering Flock, or at least she was in those days. I don't know if she still is. And I was following The Wandering Flock. I think it was Andrea Louie, the knitting PT, who had made a sweater with this colorway, Pistachio Cream, and I felt like I had to have it. So we've got some beautiful yarns in here. As you can see on this plastic bag, it says Jungle Doodle Pack. That's because I was really hoping to get a test knitter spot for the Jungle Doodle, but funnily enough, I was not chosen. Wonder if it had something to do with me twisting stitches and not realizing it until like halfway through the baking doodle test that I did. But it's all good. I didn't get to test knit this. I think I did use a credit that I had though from being a tester on the Baking Doodle to buy this pattern pack. So I think I do have the Jungle Doodle pack. However, again, like I said, I'm not really wanting to make another cowl, not even really wanting to make like a hat or, you know, a sock or an accessory. I'm really wanting to probably do sweaters right now. So yeah, this is probably going to be better used for that. This is going in the sweater. And this I had also got for it says seashell ocean doodle or Arctic doodles. Well, I think now it might be going in the sweater. You know what, I did really want to make like an Arctic doodle, and that was actually what got me into her patterns so much, into Pacific Knit Co's, like into wanting to knit her designs, because she has the most adorable Arctic fox colorwork chart. And so I had really wanted to do the Arctic doodle. Maybe I'll put this away for now. I don't know though, like I don't know. Do I want it in the whatever sweater? You know what? I think I'm gonna take one of these from the Sweet Georgia Yarns Party of 5 mini skein yarn set. And this is the Seashore color pack. So there's 3 that I already wound up, and there's 2 over here. I think these 2 are like, maybe this one's Shoreline, and this one's Beach House. I think I'm gonna take Shoreline and put it in here. Oh, getting crazy now, getting crazy now. Okay. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Again, I'm sorry about my poor light. I was just so excited. I knew this video couldn't wait. I wanted to do it right now. And unfortunately at the moment, there's no natural light. I'm also not wearing makeup either. So, thanks for, thanks for wanting to watch my video anyways. I know, like I love it personally when creators don't like take their appearance too seriously, and that's something that I'm working on doing more. So, okay. So beautiful. Sweet Georgia Yarns Party of 5. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. I had this idea for like a Cinderella themed doodle, and I think there was a yellow in here also that I like took out and used for something else. So I think it's safe to say that this can go into this bag for the sweater. So this colorway is Skating Ponds, I believe. Do you remember that it is from the Lemonade Shop Yarns, and again, it's something I ordered in 2022. This one is from a French yarn company. When it comes time to put this in, hopefully I'll remember to look up the name of it and I can tell you guys then. I'm gonna put all the names of these probably in my Ravelry, or maybe this time I won't. Like maybe this time I'll just do whatever, like honestly. I do want to remember the name of this yarn company though, so that I can give it to you and then you can know where I got it from. Especially if that's something that like appeals to you, is like learning about the different yarn companies and what yarn comes from where. So I'll try to look that up. This one is from Cloudborne Fibers. It has a lot of nylon in it. I'll probably leave this one out for now. It's gonna go here. It's gonna go in this box. Okay. Okay. And this one is, oh, this is just like a good white. So I'm also going to put this in the scrap box in case there's like a little tiny amigurumi project I want to use this for. I'm not ready to give this one up just yet. Okay. I even make for like a beautiful Cinderella, having like a little dress and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm still looking at that yarn and thinking Cinderella, even though now I'm thinking amigurumi project and not doodle. Okay. Again, this was like a second, I already made a floral doodle, but I saw these yarns and I was like, yes, I'll put them together to make a doodle with them. And honestly, maybe I still will. I think they look kind of great together. They do look kind of great. Maybe I'll save it and make something for the kiddos. So I'll just leave this as a pack. I'm gonna see if there's anything else in these 3 boxes here that aren't part of like the doodle packs that I made earlier this year that I'd also like to throw in. Although I think I might be getting close to having enough yarn for a sweater. I don't know, we'll have to see. I have this. I do remember the colorway is called Surfin' Santa, and it is another one from Marina of Pineapple Yarn Co. before she stopped dying. two of those in there, so I'll probably have to find something cool to do with that. Let's see, what else do we have? I have this pistachio cream mohair. I think it wants to be put to the side. I think it wants to be put to the side for now. This one, I'll also put it to the side. This one's from the Lemonade Shop, a shark bait colorway. Okay, I'm gonna leave this just like that for now. Does this want to be added? This is a one-of-a-kind colorway from the Lemonade Shop, a one-of-a-kind skein. I have a few of these. I had a few of these. I ordered like a sweater quantity worth of these, and then I used them to make accessories because it was 2022, and honestly, I didn't even really know how to knit yet. I poke fun at myself, but if you go back and watch some of my content, you'll see that I found out that I was twisting my stitches, which honestly is something that I think would make knitting like way harder and like take a lot more time. Like if you could see what I was doing, it was very obviously wrong. And I'm like not hurt, but I do look back on it and be like, that person could probably tell that I like it's fine. Needless to say, I didn't really have like the patience for long projects back then. And like, I think if you could see the way that I was knitting, and if you go back and watch some of my old videos, you might actually be able to. Like, I think you might know why, because that's not the way you're supposed to do it. And it would probably take a lot more time, and it would probably be a lot more tedious. And I'm so glad that now I know the right way. So I want to say thank you to that person that reached out to me on Instagram and told me that day that my knit stitches were twisted. Honestly, like, you did me a big favor. And I know a lot of people, like, that's something that they feel just a personal thing, and you know that they shouldn't like say. A lot of people just feel that that's just a personal thing that they shouldn't really confront the other person about. And I do understand. I'm just really glad for this person that said that to me today. So again, I just want to say like my eternal thank yous. Honestly, like, thank you so much. I love you. I have some skeins in here that haven't been wound yet, and I think I need to prioritize the skeins that I already did wind, but I also want to make sure that the colors are something that I think look nice, so maybe we'll wind some if that is necessary. Does this need the blue? I don't know, like I looked back on one of my reels where I was making my scrappy boneyard shawl. So I was just putting the scraps together and I was like, yeah, this, I think I like this, you know? And I saw that somebody commented in German and they were like Fronterlich Farben, and I'm probably saying that wrong because I only read the comment and never heard those words pronounced before in my life. And then like months later, probably 6 months later, I clicked the translate button on that comment, and do you want to know what it said? It said awful colors, or something. I can't remember. It wasn't awful. It was like, it was a stronger word than that, but it was like poor color choice, Courtney. I was like, oh my goodness. To be fair, there are lovers of neutrals in the world, okay? And I'm just not, that's not me, and that's fine, you know? I think in some circles, like browns and beiges are now accepted as like the norm, or as like the safe, like, or even maybe the more elevated. I don't know. I wear makeup all the time that's against my palette though. Like it's as an artist, like I don't want to be confined to those boxes. So I'm always putting colors together, and maybe sometimes they're not the most harmonious, and you know, maybe I do need like a little bit of like color analysis or like color like knowledge going on, but maybe that's something I'll figure out eventually, and I'm just thankful that you guys are all along for the ride. Should we use the rest of this Mint Magic colorway? Because this was like the pop of color that I used in my Memento tee. It's such a special colorway to me, honestly, and aside from the fact that I did use an original pattern, it's like so beautiful. And I think it would also look great with the other colors we're using in the sweater. I'll just have to decide if like what is wrong with me? Why am I putting so much pressure on myself? I think it's something we should use. I think it's something that should go in the bag. I know this like lighting isn't ideal, and then the colors are in the bag as well too. I'll probably take them all out at the end so we can see them all together. But here they are, and this one's from Garn Stories. I bought it from Stephen and Penelope also in 2022, and I bought it on sale. So I don't know that this dyer is still making yarn. Am I gonna use the Skating Pond colorway? I think so. So I'm just gonna pour out the yarn on the bed real quick and we can all see all the colors together. I think that we can definitely make something really cool with this. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed our video as much as I did, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you tomorrow probably when I record another video. Bye.